Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Mystic Destinies. And we are on Chapter 7, Darkness Comes. That sounds ominous. I do my best to keep up with the girl, dodging and weaving through the scandalized crowd as politely as possible. She's ridiculously fast, and I'm somewhat out of shape. I bet any one of the guys would be able to catch up to her. I really need to start working out. I chase her all the way to the lower district, and I'm running out of energy. I think I'm about to lose her when I catch a stroke of luck. This is the what's it called? Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's where we are. That's where we work. I'm like, this is the magic place. Durr. Anyway, she turns down an alley lined with bars and restaurants. The people there barely seem to pay us any mind as we run past. When I manage to catch up to her, I see that it's a dead end. I stop in my tracks, and the girl turns around slowly to face me. This isn't good. She only stares at me with expressionless black eyes. I slowly, cautiously approach her as if she were a cornered animal. I just want to talk to you. There was no need to run. I just have a few questions. The girl raises both hands up, the backs of her hands facing me. I stare back in astonishment. I recognize that stance. Is she going to... Suddenly her hands are covered in something like flames, only they're the wrong color. They're black. Oh, she looks crazy! I start to back up, but I'm not going to make it in time. The girl gives me a chilling smile before throwing the fire at me. I have to protect myself. Panicked, I throw up my hands to protect my face. I vividly remember my practice session with Show. Seeing a ball of fire come at me, so close I can feel the heat on my face. The fire explodes into tiny little flames against the shield I almost unconsciously erected. My pulse beats fast in my throat as I process what just happened. She attacked me. The girl doesn't give me any time to think, though. She summons up more fire and keeps throwing them at me relentlessly. I can feel the force of her power, and it's a lot stronger than Show's was. I can't keep this up. I move slowly backwards with my hands out in front of me, and she throws fireball after fireball with a crazed grin. Whoa. My perspective is suddenly tilting, and I realize too late that I'm falling, having tripped over a box. I try to put one hand behind me to catch myself, but with my concentration split, I realize I can't hold the shield just a second too late. Everything seems to happen in slow motion as two dark fireballs head straight for me. I see something orange in my peripheral vision streak by me, and I realize it's a person. It's Show. Show? The figure jumps in front of me at the same instant the fireballs reach me, and they make contact with their body. I cover my face as bits of fire fall everywhere around me. Are you okay, Inara? I slowly take my hands down, frightened of what I might see. Show's in front of me, half kneeling. He glances back at me, breathing heavily. His clothes are partially burning away from the black fire as he burns all over the skin that's revealed. As he burns all over the skin that's revealed. Okay, I don't know. But Show's face only shows a little of the pain he must be feeling. There's an intensity in his eyes that I've only seen once before. I'm too stunned to say anything at all. My eyes move toward the girl, and I see that she's stopped moving and is looking past me. Show! I turn to see Shinji, Tatsuya, and Hikaru of all people arrive on scene. Shinji and Hikaru immediately run to Show. In that moment, the girl runs past me before I have a chance to even process everything that's happening. Tatsuya reaches out to catch her, but the moment he grabs her arm, he jumps and lets go, as if touching her was painful. She doesn't look back once as she disappears into the crowd on the sidewalk behind us. I look back towards Show and see him trying to stand, but his knees quickly buckle. Oh no! Show! I scramble to get up and catch his arm, preventing him from falling. I put it around one of my shoulders while Shinji gets the other. I can yell at him after he's healed. I bite my lip. I want to yell, to reprimand him for being so reckless. Now's not the time. I can yell at him after he's healed. I glance at Sho out of the corner of my eye. With his face twisted in agony, Sho doesn't seem like he'd even be able to say anything to me. I ignore the heavy feeling in my stomach. Tetsuya walks over and gently shakes Sho's arm from me, putting it over his own shoulder. Oh, gently takes, sorry. Hikaru motions for them to set Sho down in a corner he can lean into while he examines him. I stand there sobbing and feeling completely useless. Would cryokinesis help something like this? Yeah, maybe we could just freeze the burns. For two intelligent guys, your suggestions don't make much sense. Just calm down and let me handle it. Sho himself looks as if he's starting to succumb to the pain. His eyes are closed and he leans against the wall and he's gritting his teeth. The fire shouldn't hurt him, that's the sad part, so it's some kind of weird shit. I see a small but bright light from Hikaru's hands as he places them over Sho's burns. Why, Sho? Why? I'm so... I don't know. I just wanted to. For whatever reason, this makes me cry even harder, and Tatsuya looks up at me. Crying is not going to help right now. Why don't you go home? Sho's not going to die. He's in good hands with the professor. I can't leave Sho like this. I won't. Hikaru stands up, apparently done with healing Sho. Sho himself seems to be almost asleep, his breathing more regular. Hikaru looks at me. You're too emotional to get home by yourself. I'll take you. He looks back at Shinji, who's helping prop up Sho. Please take Sho home. He needs a lot of rest right now. I just got off work, so I'll help you get him back. I don't think he's capable of standing right now. I watch Tatsuya and Shinji pick an unconscious Sho up, and Hikaru puts a hand on my shoulder. He'll be fine. Come on, let's go. I spent the first few minutes in the car finishing off my pathetic sobbing in front of Hikaru. God, I've never been so embarrassed. But Hikaru never said anything, just quietly kept driving. I keep wondering what he thinks of me, of the whole situation. Does he think I'm reckless? Does he think I'm pathetic for crying like this? I can't ask him these things, but I finally get the courage up to ask one question. Is Sho going to be okay? I watch Hikaru's face as it's occasionally illuminated by the streetlights. I can't read him at all. Finally, he glances at me. Of course he will. He's healed up already. Healing just draws on your own energy, so he's going to be exhausted. But we both know Sho has plenty of energy, so he'll probably be back to 100% by tomorrow. Oh, good. I'm relieved to hear that, but the shame of my actions won't just disappear so easily. Why was Sho there, though? Why was Shinji? I don't understand how you guys found me. Shinji was coming in to handle something with his manager, and Sho had come with him. Sho saw you run past him, apparently, and sent Shinji inside to get help. He went after you by himself. Oh. I ran past Sho, and I didn't even see him? I feel my eyes filling with tears again. Sho, you knew something was wrong, and you saved me. There's a silence for a few moments in the car while I try to wrangle my emotions. Sparkle's a unicorn, what's going on? Ah, the question I'd be waiting for. To be honest, I don't really know. I've been seeing this girl around lately, and I've had a few times where my stuff has come up missing. I saw her leaving the cafe, and I just wanted to question her, but she started running. I had no idea she would just attack me like that. Hikaru says nothing in response, and for the millionth time, I wonder what he's thinking. We arrive at my apartment, and I start to get out of the car, exhausted from all that happened today. Sparkle's the unicorn. Don't try to take on everything by yourself. That was dangerous. You might not have survived that. Or worse, you could have lost control of your powers, and no one would have. Good night, Professor Kazama. I drag myself out of Hikaru's car, burdened under the reality of his ominous warning. I stare at the ceiling. I'm exhausted, but sleep won't come. Why was I so stupid? Why did I chase after her? Why did I think I could handle everything by myself? Why? Why am I so dangerous, but yet I can't protect myself? I couldn't even protect Sho. He had to clean up my mess for me. Clean up my mess for me. For me. These painful thoughts spin around and around no matter how much I toss and turn. I'm going to have to study even harder. I have to get better. This world is even more dangerous than I thought. What was that black fire? Why did it hurt Sho? And why did Sho risk his life for me? I mean, legitimately, as if on cue, I get a text message. I have to stop. If he thinks it's fire, he's a phoenix, so he thinks it's pretty fine. He doesn't realize it's black fire, and that's probably not normal. You know what I mean? So he probably wasn't really aware that it would be so dangerous. I don't know. I'm surprised to see it's actually from Sho, who I thought would be passed out. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'm just glad I could protect one of my friends. Let's meet up tomorrow to discuss this. I think I want to bring you somewhere. Seeing the text made me feel better, but I touched the glass over one word. Friends. Is that all we'll ever be? Just text him and be like, I goddamn love you, you fool. I'm waiting outside for show. After Magic Theory ended for the day, he asked me to wait for him while he talked to Professor Hikaru about something. The minutes feel like hours. I start tracing the tiles in the pavement to distract myself. I wonder what Show wants to do today. Maybe we can go to the arcade together or go eat somewhere or... Not long after, I hear footsteps approaching and a pair of familiar shoes come into my field of vision. I look up just as Show walks up to me. His expression worries me. Hey, so, can we go to the station? I think we should go talk to my parents today. Not that I'm saying no, but why go to your parents? They're researchers. They know a ton about phoenixes. And that woman's fire shouldn't have hurt me. So I want to find out why it did. I feel better knowing that we might be able to find out more, but my relief is tainted with a twinge of disappointment. So he didn't just want to spend time with me after all. Oh, okay, yeah, I don't have to work today, so we can go now. And I'm totally not nervous. Nope, it's just meeting my friend's parents. No big deal. We made it to Hitori Labs pretty easily, but the secretary wouldn't let us into the actual labs. While Sho talked to the secretary, I could see people in lab coats going in and out of a room marked Laboratory, Authorized Personnel Only. We were told to wait in the offices instead, where he retrieved Dr. and Dr. Hitori. Sho is sitting next to me on one of the sofas in the media room, rhythmically tapping his feet against the floor. The door swings open and two people in lab coats walk in. They look around the room, and when their eyes land on Sho, they walk toward us. When they get closer, I can finally get a better look at them. The man is tall, with short, spiky, light brown hair and honey brown eyes. He has a very sharp... Okay, again, why don't they have, like, character things for his parents? They have one for Tatsuya's mother. Like, I don't understand why some people don't have thingies. I need those thingies. It's freaking me out not having them. He has a very sharp face, although from the bags under his eyes, it's clear he hasn't been sleeping much. The woman is beautiful, with golden brown eyes and long blonde hair that she swept to the side. The couple stops in front of Sho, who jumps to his feet as soon as he sees them. Both of them look rather surprised to see me. Sho, I see you brought a friend with you. I quickly get up, trying not to seem like I'm panicking. It's unusual for our son to bring friends to meet us. Regardless, a pleasure. I'm Dr. Masaru Hitori, and this is my work, my doctor, my wife, Dr. Hitori. Mr. and Mrs. Hitori will be sufficient, as we don't want to cause confusion. Now, Sho, why don't you introduce your friend? Sho's parents look to him for an introduction. I don't know why, but I feel a little annoyed. I'm Inara Fujimoto, Sparkles the Unicorn. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Hitori. I bow slightly after introducing myself. Inara is a sorceress that I've been tasked to watch over as part of my grade. I hold back the smile threatening to form. Sho is practically beaming like the sun, and at the simple fact that he's my partner. I can't help but feel more than a little happy at that. But his parents look wary instead. A sorceress? Is that so? And is there a particular reason you've come to us? Other than simply to meet your friend? Actually, yeah, something happened last night. We encountered another phoenix last night and she attacked us. The doctors, Hitori, both frown and wait for Sho to finish talking. Normally that wouldn't be a problem, of course, but she used this dark fire. The woman managed to hit me and... Oh, stars, no! She hit you with it? Mrs. Hitori frantically starts checking over Sho for any visible signs of damage. Mr. Hitori looks particularly pale. His eyes settle on a very awkward Sho. Are you alright, son? Really? Yes, I'm fine, Mom, Dad. My Professor Kazama healed me, so I'm completely fine. But that's not the point. What I wanted to ask is, how is it that the fire could cause any damage in the first place? Mr. and Mrs. Hitori glance at each other. That had to have been a dark phoenix. I agree, but that begs the question. Just how did you cross paths with one of those corrupt things? Well, I can explain that. I actually chased her without really knowing who or what she was. I was being stalked, you see, and it was that Dark Phoenix, who was my stalker. I probably should have thought it through better before running after her. Mr. and Mrs. Hitori remain quiet. They look at me with what I think I can safely assume is silent judgment. Miss Fujimoto, we would like to speak with our son in private. If you would be so kind as to wait outside the office. Oh, of course. I bow slightly. Sho looks away from me. Sho. The silent sting of being unwanted almost makes me flinch. If you'll excuse me then. I go out to the hallway to wait for Sho. But even with the office door closed, I can hear everything perfectly. Yeah. Sho, we shouldn't have to tell you this. You need to stay away from that girl. What? Why? She's my friend, and I promised to protect her. I can't just... Sho, there's a reason that sorcerers are nearly extinct now. The gods themselves despise her kind because of the one who gave them power. If you continue to hang around this girl, it will only end badly for you. Sorcerers are magnets for bad things, so please stay away from Miss Sparkles the Unicorn. If she needs assistance, so be it, but tell her to pick someone else. Hearing their words sends a chill through me. As if an arctic wind blew through me, I'm frozen at my spot. I know I should move. I know I should go somewhere where I can't hear what they're talking about. So they think I'll end up getting Sho hurt or worse. When I think back to him jumping out in front of me like that, I can't help but reluctantly agree with that assessment. The silence from the office is deafening. This is like forbidden love. I can't see what's going on behind the closed door. I'm tempted to crack the door open to sneak a peek, but I can't imagine how I would even begin to explain if I was caught. No, I can't. I can't just abandon her. I won't be like that. I won't be like you. Sho, wait! Sho! Through the voices of Mr. and Mrs. Hitori, I hear loud footsteps coming closer to me. Or to the door. I quickly scramble to get further away from the door and look out the window. My heart pounds as the office door swings open and a visibly angry Sho stomps out. Sho, what? Ah! Instead of saying anything, Sho grabs my hand and suddenly drags me out of the building with him. We're at the same little park Shinji took us to last time. So yeah, they need like a slightly longer pause in between things, like a slightly longer one, just to make it like feel like it's an actual, like supposed to be, like there's a pause, like there's a break, you know? Sitting together on a bench, we're surrounded by the quiet sounds of the evening. Sho hasn't spoken a single word since we left his parents' office. I haven't either, but I'm not really sure what to say. Oh hey, Sho, your parents think I'll get you killed. Doesn't sound like a thing to ever mention. I absently stare at the sky. My thoughts drift through the events of the day. So, your parents hate me? The words slip out of my lips before I can even comprehend what I said. Crap! Sho finally turns to me. They don't hate you. They're just always like that. Strict and to the point, logic above all. He looks up at the sky and sighs. About what they said. About people like me. Sorcerers. What did they mean? Sho laughs lightly. So you did overhear. I figured you must have. It's not like they were trying to keep their voices down. Yeah, sorry. It's okay, it's not your fault. And about sorcerers. He continues to stare at the sky for a few moments. Sho then turns to me. I don't know the whole history, but I'll tell you what I do know. You should know about your own people, after all. He pauses. I wonder if the topic is particularly hard, or if perhaps he doesn't know much about sorcerers at all. History says that sorcerers were first a group of humans who earned the favor of the god of chaos. Loki? He's the god of mischief. As a gift, he gave them all powers. The powers were great, to the point where these new sorcerers could warp reality. The other gods didn't like this, and they asked the god of chaos to restore what was and take away the special powers from the humans. He refused, and out of spite, the other gods declared that they would destroy his creations. From then on, sorcerers waged wars with the gods themselves. I didn't read that. The sorcerers waged war with the gods themselves. And I think they nearly won, but they were betrayed by the humans who worshipped the gods and didn't want to incur their wrath. So that's why it's said that sorcerers are bad luck, and that there's not many of them left. I see. So that's how it is. A cold wind blows between us, as if somehow echoing the whispers of the past. Well, I don't know how true that really is. Most of the sorcerers were already gone by the time I was born. Professor K might know if it's actually true or not, though. If it's true, is that what she lived through? Is it going to be my fate too? This new knowledge weighs heavily on my heart and my mind. We fall back into silence, and for a while, only the gentle chirps of birds fill the evening air. I want to find out more about sorcerers, but I'm also afraid. I'm afraid that the truth might be far worse than I can imagine. I sigh and look at Sho. He's staring into the sky again, hands in his hoodie pockets. He seems to be watching the flocks of birds dance across the orange sky. The fading sun illuminates Sho's blonde hair, adding a golden hue that creates a halo-like effect. Almost like a scene from a Renaissance painting. It takes my breath away. Sho looks like an angel. Sho suddenly turns to me. Hey, can I tell you something? Yes, of course. I grew up in a relatively large family. 2 brothers and a sister, but they're all a lot older than me. I'm the baby of the family. And as far as I can remember, I was always alone. My parents were far too wrapped up in their important research to pay any attention to a failure of a phoenix like me. Sho, no, you aren't a failure. In fact, you're so amazing. Just think about it. Over a short amount of time, you managed to improve so much, and it's just the start. You're getting better and better every day. All you lacked is the discipline to practice. Now you've got that down, so you won't have any trouble. Sho cracks a smile on my impassioned speech. Thanks. Actually, my parents have been paying more attention to me lately. They heard about how well I'm doing in classes and how great I did in the play. They'd even promised to go to the next one. He pauses and sighs. But now it feels like we're back to how we always were. A horrible feeling lies like a rock on my heart. It squeezes down painfully. I feel so helpless. It's because of me, isn't it? Sho looks down at the ground. He remains silent, but I get the hint. So it is. I feel nauseous. I get up, but Sho grabs my arm and I stop. I look down at him, wishing that he would somehow say it's all okay. But he doesn't even look up. I can't see his expression, but his grip on my arm loosens and he lets go. I can feel my eyes prickle with tears. I quietly walk away. No! Sho doesn't call out to me even once. No! I hate this forbidden love crap. It's gonna kill me, motherfucker. I'm doing another shift. I almost said another shaft. Because he gave us the shaft, goddammit. Whatever. I'm doing another shift at Veritas. Shinji and Tetsuya are working this one with me. I stare out the massive windows. Miss, can I get a honey-roasted hazelnut cappuccino and a strawberry shortcake, please? I blink. Crap, what did he say? I try to put on my best smile. I'm so sorry, sir. Can you please repeat your order? Sure. Honey-roasted hazelnut cappuccino and a strawberry shortcake. Honey-roasted hazelnut cappuccino. Oh, that sounds so good. I'll get that for you right away. Excuse me. I rush into the kitchen and start preparing the order. I grab one of the freshly prepared vanilla cheesecakes that somebody wanted and get to making the cappuccino. Inara, are you alright? Huh, what? I look up from the coffee maker. Yeah, I'm fine. Why do you ask? Because you just prepared the wrong order? I did? I quickly check my notebook. Oh no, I did. I'll get the... Ah, shit! The coffee cup slips from my hand, it falls to the floor and shatters, splattering the hot coffee everywhere. It even gets on my legs. Oh, crap! I'll clean it up. Ignoring the burning pain on my legs, I rush to clean up the mess. I crouch down to start collecting the broken pieces, but a pair of hands gently pulls me up to my feet. I look up to a very concerned-looking Shinji. I adore him. He's so cute, adorable. Clearly something isn't right. I can't wait till his path comes out. I really want to play that one. I'm not going to force you to tell me anything, but you're very distracted right now. He's right, Inara. Even the customers notice you're not all here. You go on, take a walk and clear your head. Tetsuya and Shinji can clean up this mess while you're gone. Yes, okay, thank you. I'll make it up to you guys when I come back. I bow a little and head out through the back door. I decide to take a little walk without going too far away from work. The crisp night air instantly starts to help me clear out the haziness from my mind. I wander around the bustling street, distracting myself by looking at the various displays. I'm looking at a selection of adorable earrings when I feel my phone vibrate in my pocket. Ignoring the sinking feeling, I pull it out of my pocket. Seeing the name Caillou on the screen, I'm not sure whether to be relieved or to cry. I was half expecting it to be show. I quickly answer the phone. Hello? Big sis, you haven't come home for ages. I miss you. You'd promised you'd visit. Oh, sorry, Caillou. Life has been a little crazy. I have so many more classes than I first expected. I also signed up for a club. You know, to get the full experience. I promise I will visit soon, though. Are you going to be at the party on Saturday? I'm so jealous, but I have a concert that night, so I can't. Party? I think back to what she could possibly be going on about. Then I remember an email my dad had forwarded me for some fancy business party asking me to come. Oh, that. Ugh, you know I hate those things. But if you're not going to be there... I trail left, leaving the implication but not saying it. Someone definitely has to be there to support Dad if Caillou can't. Especially since Shizuka is... Yeah, I'll definitely be coming. Though I wish I could come to your concert instead. I'm sure you'll be great. So how are you? How's the new school? Oh, sis, it's great. I actually made a new friend. A boyfriend. Oh, a boyfriend? Yeah, his name is Yuki and he's in my class. He's so kind and smart and we talk about everything. And he's so amazing at art. You should see. It's just so incredible. And oh, he's got the prettiest eyes and the nicest smile. Although he doesn't smile often, but when he does, it just lights up the room. And he's so cute and nice. And Caillou finally stops her rant to breathe. Oh wow, she has it really bad for this boy. It's so cute. So I take it you like Yuki. Well, yes, I do. I like him a lot. Did you have anyone like that, sis? Do I? Images of Sho immediately flash through my mind. Sho is special to me, but I think back to the almost kiss we had and how he just let me walk away earlier. Can I even say that we have anything like that between us? Hey, sis, you still there? Kaya's voice snaps me back to reality. Huh? Oh yeah, I'm here, sorry. To answer your question, yes. There is someone like Yuki in my life, but it's complicated. I take in my surroundings and realize that I've wandered too far from Veritas. I turn around and start making my way back. So when do I get... Ah! I run right into someone, although for a split second I think I've run into a brick wall. The collision sends me flying backwards. I see it almost happen almost in slow motion. The man reaches his arm out and grabs me. He pulls me forward and I end up colliding with his hard chest. He wraps his arms around me to keep me from falling. I have been running into a lot of people lately. Maybe I need to get some new glasses? I look up at my savior. I gasp. What in the motherfucking hell is this? Oh my god, he's so creepy. My mind draws a complete blank at the sight of him. Slightly creepy. Pressed against him, I can't help but notice how warm he feels. He looks like you / your mom. He's like her demon lover dude, the guy who cursed her, I'm guessing. He's got red eyes, honey. He is dangerous. He's got fabulous hair, though. You should take a tip from him. Even through all his clothes, I can still feel how hard his chest is. Oh, dear Lord. No wonder I thought I'd run into an actual wall. With his porcelain skin and sculpted face, I briefly wonder if he's not actually some Roman statue come to life. He's that guy. Could he be a god? Yes. His vivid red eyes practically shine with amusement as he looks down at me. He even smells so nice. Are you all right? The man asks with a slight accent, though I can't quite place it. Oh, sorry. Are you all right? No, I'm just kidding. His voice is deeper than I would have thought, and yet it fits perfectly. Yeah, I'm fine. Very, yes. Thank you. I'm sorry. He slowly lets me go. For a second, I see a flash of something, almost like regret. I stand in place, barely able to form thoughts. You are far prettier than what I heard described, dear lady. It seems that no words could do you justice. Huh? Fujimoto! Hearing my name, I'm snapped out of my strange trance. I look past the beautiful man, only to see Tetsuya walking toward us. I wave at Tetsuya. I was talking so long they actually sent someone to look for me. I look back at my stranger only to see him walking away. I want to cry out, tell him to wait, to not leave. The realization of how odd that would be strikes me and I stop. What am I even doing? That's so weird. The stranger fades into the bustling crowd just as Tetsuya runs up to me. Where the hell have you been? Since when does short walk mean nearly an hour? Do you know how worried we've been? I came to find you in case something was wrong. Tetsuya keeps lecturing me, but I can barely focus. Oh no. What? Caillou! I look at my phone and realize the call has been running all this time. Caillou, I'm so sorry. It's fine, sis, but what's going on? Are you okay? I hear someone familiar. Who's that you're talking to? I'm fine, Caillou. Everything's fine. I just walked into someone by accident. I have to go now. I need to get back to work. Bye. I need to end the call and I end the call and shove the phone back into my pocket. Wasting no time, I practically speed walk back to Veritas. Tetsuya scrambles behind me, trying to keep up. I read that really goddamn fast. Oh, perfect. I was like, it's time to end this anyway. Anyway, yeah, so perfect. So, I will see you guys. This is getting so good. I mean, like I said, like every once in a while, the writing is, I am doing this. I put the phone in my pocket. I feel the phone vibrating in my pocket. I pick the phone out of my pocket. I answer my phone. I pull the phone up to my ear. Like, I hit the hang up button on my phone. It's like, okay, we got it. But overall, like, I do like the story and where it's going and, like, the mystery and, like, the will they, won't they. God damn it, they better. But, you know, it's like, just already just fall in love. Stupid things. Stupid books making me care. Anyway, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.